Tahanjo, how are you folks? Oh, I'd like to take that pic. I thought they were going to come across. Thank you very much. See, it's nice if you use a blinker, then I know to wait. And because if that Mercedes came across, even though it's not my turn, I don't feel bad about using that pic. Yeah, car turning, taking the left, can't drive through the Mercedes. Now, if it was a smart car, they could knock that into me and ruin my day. Smart car's about the size of a helmet. But you know, I bet I would have a blast driving one. I was at a doctor's appointment and the other day, and there was an old woman. And pardon me, ma'am, I'm sure you're not going to check out my channel. She's older than me, I'll put it that way, and considerably. But she was driving a smart car. And I said, excuse me, you know how much I like to meet new people, but anyway, my curiosity just sort of overcame the my inhibitions here, and I was like, excuse me, how do you like that thing? And you know, she really likes it. She likes it a lot. She says it's real good to drive. If you live around here, and of course I don't take you on like the busy roads, but you know, trying to find parking here is absurd. And you know, one of the benefits of a smart car, aside from that you can get killed by hitting a turkey on the road, is that you can park it anywhere, and you practically put it in your back pocket when you go in somewhere. And but at any rate, like I said, I bet it's a blast to drive. If people would get a little reasonable and stop driving apartment-sized SUVs, I think you would see more people driving cars like smart cars, you know, because you wouldn't be so afraid of getting creamed. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like more people would drive it, but it is tough around here. You know, we have sirens all day long. You see an accident, at least an accident a day. Oh, there was almost one there. And you know, so you're gonna get hit. It's just a matter of when, where, and how. You know, so on a bike you can avoid a lot of stuff, which is great. You know, when you get hit, obviously it stinks, but you can avoid a lot of stuff. But in a car, I mean, there's times when you just can't. Like, I can zip, you know, if I position myself correct, you know, and I got my tire pointed in that nice empty spot there, I can easily, you know, if the guy behind me who's coming up, I don't think he sees me, I can zip over there and get out of harm's way, you know what I mean? But in a car, you have to eat it. So, you know, the idea of getting a car, or an old car, or, you know, so like a, I don't know, I'd like to pass this guy, but now I gotta wait. Here we go. I could easily get around this guy, like I said. All right, would you just go? He also, it helps if you know the parameters of your vehicle. Like, this guy clearly, you had plenty of room to get around that car, but like, hey man, you gotta practice that kind of thing. You know, you gotta figure out the parameters of your vehicle so you can actually operate it on the roads. You know what I'm saying? It's your vehicle. You should know the ins and outs. You should be able to park it. And at any rate, kind of sort of proving my point is that a lot of accidents that happen are accidents that happen because people don't really they just, the car is so easy to drive now that people get in and they don't even activate their brain. They just get in and go. Like, the radio's on, the phone's in their lap, you know, they got the blunt is, you know, in the other hand, and off we go, right? We're in a living room that's roaring down the street. And so, I mean, for that reason and others, like, it really is hard to really pull the trigger and pick up something like a smart car around here. But good on those that do. And you know, I definitely admire that. I appreciate the sensible choice. Mini Cooper's pretty small, at least the small ones. You know, but hey, what are you gonna do? I just thought I'd point that out there. While we're talking about smaller vehicles, you know, motorcycle's a smaller vehicle, and so some of you guys follow, all of you should follow, but some of you guys follow Brock Gill He has a channel called Moto Mission, and so some of you have followed his journey across the transcontinental divide or whatever. And anyway, he went from Mexico all the way up into Canada. And but you know, one of his beloved off-road motorcycles, it finally, the engine was shot, so he ended up picking up a new motorcycle. So if you haven't checked out his channel in a while and you want to see what his new bike is, it's not, he didn't get the same thing he had the last time. And I think he got bad yeah, don't giggle when I say this. He got bad gas somewhere in Wyoming, something like that. And it wasn't the burritos. It was something in the tank of his bike, and his engine was toast. So anyhow, he wound up with a deal that couldn't be beat. And you gotta hear how he came to obtain this motorcycle. It's a miraculous story. It's really, really cool. And I enjoyed hearing it, and I think you ought to hear it as well. So anyway, Brock Gill, if you're a Brock Gill fan, yeah, go check it out. Go check out what he's riding now, and it's pretty good stuff. This I hate right here. You, sir, deserve whatever happens to you. You know what I'm saying? How are you gonna ride that? Give me a break. Anyhow, guys, Brock Gill, Moto Mission. Smart car. Let me know if you've driven a smart car. Do you have a really small car? Do you feel comfortable driving it, wherever you drive it? Something like that. Leave a comment. Let me know. And I'll talk to you guys soon. I care about you. Bye.